That's right, he could count on me. Always. Who is this saying that? Okay, so this is where this is what I was looking for earlier. I'm still mostly kindly. Although I am a little bit steady, too. That's right, he could count on me, always. Oh, it's Juniper. Augie and I have been friends for years and would be BFFs for many years to come. I knew I'd be by his side forever and a day. Okay, so I wouldn't actually be by his side today. I'd be at Deco's Palace looking for clues like a teenage mystery sleuth, but I was by his side in spirit. Augie is always solving all of these problems for his other friends, always going on crazy adventures and getting in trouble, and while I stayed on the sidelines, but now it's time for Juniper's Day in the Sun. Or Juniper's Day under the fluorescent tube lighting, anyway. I've never been to Deco's Palace before. I went to Las Vegas once, though, and wow, this place very much resembled a bad off-strip casino. Pulsating lights flashing everywhere, the constant chirps from the games, not to mention the heavy smell like greasy fried chicken. Not a pleasant aroma, is it? I noticed you're wrinkling your nose. I don't really like junk food. I mean, it's all you can swing when you're poor and you don't have much free time, but I prefer cooking proper meals myself, you know? But the target demographic of Deco's Palace adores anything deep-fried or coated in sugar, you see. So, have you any thoughts on how we're going to track down someone who knows our elusive ghosty friends, then? Process of elimination. We're looking for teenagers, right? So, we can rule out any kids or adults here. Plus, Sue and her friends are delinquents. We'll find some young miscreants, and we'll find our contact. So you're suggesting we wander up to random dangerous-looking teenagers, start asking them? It's foolproof! I think I may have a bit more scientific method in mind. When I visited Deco's with Augie, I spotted someone resembling Sue playing this arcade's version of Moopy. Of course, I didn't know at the time who the young lady was, but if she's a fan of Moopy, perhaps one of her friends may be as well. When seeking out a ghostly individual, first check their haunting grounds, I say. Oh, smart thinking. Okay, you hang around Moopy. I'll poke around elsewhere and see what I can find. Text me if you hit pay dirt. Very well. I'll be in touch. Alright, this is Juniper. And an hour passed with nothing. I asked around, but nobody had ever heard of Sue, or they kind of went quiet and made an excuse to leave after I mentioned her name. I thought about, chasing down some of the folks who seem to know something, but maybe I'm just not gutsy enough. I don't get it. Augie always makes us look so easy. I thought we could just, roll up to Deco's, find someone who looked cyberpunky, and get the big bing bang bang boom done. Instead, I'm nursing a watery iced tea at a soda fountain, and I'm poking at a basket of french fries after complaining about the greasy junk food, of course. Well, do you? Huh? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was asking if you wanted a refill on your iced tea. Oh, no, I'm good. Hey, do you know a young woman named Sue by any chance? This tall, lavender hair, like Smoopy? I've got other customers to attend to, excuse me. Poop butts! Like poop from a butt! Aw, man, maybe I've struck out. I'll admit, I didn't have much of a plan going into this. I never have much of a plan, really, but I couldn't even work up the nerve to leave that awful job until Augie gave me his approval. I couldn't lay out my own plan for my life. Being an independent artist is hard work, but at least now I have something resembling a plan for my life. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to make it. And that's why I think I admire Augie. Okay, so we need to nudge now and then to get moving, but once he gets the let out, nothing stands in his way. I need that kind of energy if I'm going to succeed today. I need to not just sit in my butt eating french fries. I gotta get out here and make it happen. A notification from my phone snatched my attention just as I was getting off my bar stool. Possible lead. Meet me at Moopy. Oh, this is my time to shine. Let's make it happen, Juniper. I'll be honest, Juniper's voice kind of tickling my throat the wrong way. It takes seconds for me to get there. I can see Percy standing near some weird touchscreen version of Mr. Moopy, which is being played by a little kid on a step stool. I did it. And if you hit the button, it makes the wizard man eat all the dots. Impressive. You've got wonderful timing, Miss Tia. Thank you, mister. Miss Tia, this is my friend, Miss Juniper. Juniper, Miss Tia here was telling me all about her friend, Miss Sue. She was? I mean, I see, Sue, right. Okay, this isn't what I expected. I figured any friend of Sue's had to be like a rough and tumble punk, not like a cute package of smiles and sunshine. How does the leader of a gang of thugs end up with friends with a kindergartner? Anyway, this is my chance. I gotta go for it. Let's see, how would Augie handle introductions? Hi, Miss Tia. I'm a mystery. Very pleased to meet you, and I hope we can be friends. Hello. How old are you? I'm very pleased to meet you, and I hope we can be friends. Okay, time to put those years of babysitting practice to work. Hello, Miss Tia. My name is Miss Juniper. I am very pleased to meet you. I hope we can be friends. Hello. I like making friends. Unless you steal people's prize ticket, those people are no good. Oh no, I wasn't planning to do that. Okay, we'll be friends then. How do you know this Miss Sue? Oh, Miss Tia was telling me about that her brother is the chap that we've come to know as Inky. I see. Oh, is he around right now? I mean, the last thing we need is for one of the ghost monsters to notice us interrogating his sister? Nah, I'm here with my big sister, but she got bored and went off to talk with her friends and drink milkshakes. I come to this arcade lots. My brother usually ignores me too, but Miss Sue is always very nice to me and tells great jokes. And she loves movies. She can make the Wizard Man eat all the dots like every time. She taught me how to do it. You gotta kick the game right here, and it'll look all funny for a moment, and then munch, munch, munch. He'll eat all the dots right up. I see. Miss Tia, I was hoping to talk to Miss Sue today. Do you know where she is, or maybe your brother?
Secret.
I'm not supposed to tell nobody. Miss Sue said it was a secret. Okay, Juniper, time to use those powers of persuasion. What would Augie do? Oh, I want to be friends with Miss Sue, too. A secret's no fun if you don't share it. No. What if Percy teaches you some more moopy tricks? I feel like that one's not going to help because Percy doesn't know this other digital version. But a secret's no fun if you don't know. You don't go that way. I would like to be friends with Miss Sue too. She sounds like a very nice lady. I wish I could tell her the whole truth and be honest like Augie, but I've got to be careful. Miss Sue sounds like a great person. I would love to be friends with her too. She knows a lot about games. Yeah, Miss Sue knows everything about every game, all of them. I'd like to talk with her about arcade. She visited my favorite arcade recently, but she hasn't been back. I want to talk to her about our arcade. And I promise you I can keep the secret too. All I want to do is talk. I don't want to hurt her or nothing. Well, I understand you want to protect your friend. That's great. You are a good friend. We'd like to be great friends too. I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling really weird about tricking a little girl at this point. Augie sent us here so we could be friendly and diplomatic. Even if it would be super easy to dupe this kid, I should be a little more honest. Miss Tia, the thing is, someone's being very mean to my friend Mr. Augie, and we're hoping that Miss Sue can help us. That's why we really want to talk to her. We want to be friends with Miss Sue so she'll help us against this bully. Maybe she doesn't want to help, but we have to try. Mr. Augie believes in being kind to people. That's why he sent us here, to find someone who's friends with Miss Sue, so we can make all of this better again. Would you be willing to help us? If you don't want to, that's okay. We understand. Mr. Augie? I remember him. He helped me when I lost all my tickets at the birthday party. He made everything better. Yes, I will help you. I will help you and Mr. Augie lots. Miss Sue should be friends with a great person like Mr. Augie. Oh, there's a really, really old arcade where my brother and Sue and her friends all hang out. It's not too far from my home. It's got so many games. Percy gets his phone out and starts trying to figure out the address based on her description. I'm just relieved to be out of the spotlight as he translates from, little girl ease into workable map ease. It says there's a warehouse owned by Nostalgia Commodities. It's a super big house with a huge room, a really tall ceiling, and stairs and stuff. Sounds accurate. Very well. Shall we depart? I'm sure Mr. Augie is eager to make friends with Miss Sue. Since, we're friends and stuff now, Sue isn't really her name, right? Not her whole name?
It's a secret.
Her name's a secret, so... Well, I can't ask this poor girl to divulge anymore. I already feel a bit weird about this. but she motions for me to kneel down anyway so she can whisper. Her name is... Wow! Pardon? Okay, I gotta go find my big sister. Bye! What was that about? I think I just figured out a lot about what's going on. I will tell you on our way back. Not only did we learn where Miss Sue was hiding out, well, we may have just been handed a heck of a twist. I can't wait to get home and divulge all this to Augie, and now that I think about it, I'm glad I can help out my BFF. Augie means a lot to me. We've been friends for years, and hopefully many more years to come. All we have to do is get past this, like, teensy-weensy little bump on the road, right? Just stopping a I cannot say that today, megalomaniacal arcade star from ruining all our hopes and dreams, using nothing more than a street address and a name. I'm betting he will want Ashley at his side when they confront Sue, of course, and that's okay. I've had enough excitement for one day. I just hope that I did enough to give Augie the winning edge, or it'll be game over for all of us. Oh, Juniper. Back in the... I awakened to the sounds of pain, more specifically the groans of pain escaping my own throat. Apparently, getting shot in the leg hurts a lot, and sleeping on the second-hand employee couch probably is not the finest choice. The nap was a definite necessity, however. I'm not operating at full speed, and we won't be for a few weeks, but sleep didn't make my muscles any less achy. If anything, I've got a headache on top of it, joy of joys. But right now, I've got 99 problems, and my physical condition ain't one. The fate of ghosts and goblets is what matters most. Beep, beep, Augie, you should probably be getting up now. I'm up. Goody! Have you given any thought on how you're gonna win Sue's favor once you confront her? Well, usually I just sort of stumble through these things into stuff and decide stuff like that on the fly. That's no good. You know those intense identity situations that I've been tracking? The ones where you can't take certain approaches that don't mesh with your personality? What, like where I can't make nice if I'm too impulsive? Well, it's not so much that you can't, more that you shouldn't try something that goes against who you are as a person. People will see right through it. I'm betting Sue will know that you're play acting at something you aren't. This will be a super intense identity situation, only one way through. When the time comes, you're going to have to take a stand based on your highest personality score. Not more numbers and systems. It's for your own good, Augie. I'm just trying to help you make decisions that will save ghosts and goblets, and that means being true to your spirit. And what does that mean exactly? Well, according right now, your best bet for how to convince Sue is to be kindly. You've done a great job opening your heart to others and getting them to empathize with you. Do that with Sue, and she'll be your friend in no time. And if I don't want to take that approach, it's a bit late to change who you are as a person, Augie. Remember, my numbers and scores only help me understand who you are. Who you are is who you've chosen to be. It's a causal relationship. But with the help of your friends, you can maybe get some ideas, nudge things around a bit, until you feel confident taking a different tactic than your usual one. Speaking of your friends, here's one of them. Ashley! Ashley, oh my gosh, have I got news for you, Ashley. Ashley rushes over to my side and sweeps me in a hug, somehow delicately crushing me into her. It's nice to feel her warmth cocooning me. I gently push myself away to peer at her smiling face, eagerly awaiting the word. The suspense is killing me. Is it good or bad? Please tell me it's good. Juniper and Percy did it. They befriended a little girl at Deco's. Turns out the girl is friends with Sue and got the deets from her to think that Sue has actual friends. What are the chances? So, we sure know where their secret hideout is. And you'll never believe this. Ashley looks around briefly, making sure there are no other prying ears, and leans in. Her hushed words tickle my ears. We know her real name. Sue Nami. Of course. Of course. I jolt back, stunned. Sue Nami. We have been assuming all along that the ghost monsters were guns for hire, paid off by Deco to ruin our opening day, but if Sue is actually Deco's daughter, would she ever betray her own father? I'm gonna need to be very, very careful. Hopefully she hates the bastard. I feel sorry for any kid named after an awful pun. I'm gonna need to be very, very careful on this. I was assuming I could sway Sue to my side through my oratory skills. I mean, I've talked my way out of countless problems today without issue, but having Deco and Nami be family changes the whole picture. No amount of logic and reason is gonna break through bonds of blood. I'm gonna need to be very careful how I approach this. Okay, this changes everything. It's bonkers, right? I never would have guessed that, not in a million years. Oh, this makes things more complicated. How are we supposed to convince her now that we know that they're family? Blood is thicker than water. We'll just have to make our water real thick like a slushy. I know you'll think of something, Augie. And when you do, I want to be there right alongside of you. Oh, the whole time. I never want you to leave. I'll start stitching us together then. But if you're with me, there's a chance you could get hurt. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't want to go for the jokey one right now, even though it would kind of help. I don't know if this is kindly or steady. I don't know if this is kindly or steady, though. It's kindly, okay. I want you by my side, Ashley, always. You give me the strength and happiness that I thought I could never have. I feel the same way about you, too. I know it sounds silly and cliche, but you complete me, and completely, I am ready to be with you through this, through anything that life sends. I will be with you as long as I live. Together, we are in this together, you and I. Forever. Forever. All this mushy stuff is fantastic, but maybe we should save it. What's the plan? Iris told me I only get one chance at this. I need to go with whatever I do best, but if I talk through this with someone, maybe I can learn a different path? I don't have a concrete one yet. I'm open to ideas. How would you handle this? Sue's a colorful girl, and she's got spunk and sass. I think you should play to those strengths and joke around with her. Maybe if we match up her antics with ours, we might just best her at her own silly game. Yes, fighting mischievous cybercriminals with more mischief. Sue likes games, not being the butt of her game. There's got to be a better way. Yeah, again, this was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go with the trolley route, either. Sue likes games, but not being the butt of the game. There's got to be a better way. I'm not sure leaving it up to Jess and Japes is the best way. While she seems to like fun and games, she's a real, very real threat. I just know what I know. One thing for sure is I trust your opinion on this. Ashley takes my hand in hers that her jovial manner ends on a serious note. She looks assuredly into my eyes. I will follow you into the depths of hell. Well, I mean, hopefully this hideout isn't located on some sort of fiery depths, but I appreciate that sentiment. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. Ashley closes the distance between us and our lips touch. It's a long, passionate kiss, one that I never want to end. But I know it must. Ashley pulls back, her cheeks flush as her hair playfully falls in front of her face. I know there is stuff that you gotta do before you go, so I won't stall you any longer. I believe in you, we all do. She places one more sweet kiss upon my lips and leaves. Well, this is it. Either we sort this mess out, or Ghost and Goblet crashes and burns. Or I get killed. I guess that's an option too. Considering that we're about to go confront a street gang that indirectly got me shot in the first place. I don't even want to consider the possibility of death. I am immortal until proven otherwise, but, well, if this is, I probably should have some words with my friends before I march towards doom, if only to get their opinion on how I should approach Sue. Grabbing my crutches, I thump swing my way out to the arcade proper and track down some folks. Whew, we need to have some talks. Alright, I've already talked with Ashley. Who else do I want to talk to before we leave? I mean, honestly, I need to talk to everybody as much as I can. In terms of... I've seen... Okay, so, being a little meta here. I've seen the kindly approach. I don't remember it, but I've seen it. I would like to see the steady approach. And so if I go with more steady choices, that might be... that might be a way to change my stats enough. So I'll start with the steadiest of them, Gavin.